So, it's out. It's Thursday night. It just came out. I just got home. I've seen Halloween Kills. Let me just say, hey, what's up, guys? It's Nick at the Lost River Drive-In, and I am coming at you tonight to give you my spoiler-free review of Halloween Kills. I am not going to give any spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, that's fine. Don't click away. Sorry, I was grabbing something out of my pocket. Don't click away. You have no need to. I will not spoil anything. So let's talk about Halloween Kills. So, first and foremost, I want to say that I walked out of this movie happier than I walked out of Halloween 2018. Without a doubt, hands down. Part of that, as I've heard other people talk about, guys like Lee over at Drum Dums and guys like Dave McCrae, it was the same thing for me with 2018. I walked in with really high hopes and I felt like they weren't entirely met. So I walked in with this one just ready for whatever I was going to see. I didn't have any preconceived notions about what I was about to see. And I'm glad that that is what ended up happening because it's great. It's great to do that with a movie, and I walked away from this movie really liking what I saw. First off, we gotta talk about some of the positives. First and foremost, the positives, the acting is so much better than in 2018. I did not like Cameron's acting in 2018. I thought Allison had her moments in 2018, but then also lacked in some moments. They are both very strong in this movie. I actually liked Cameron. And I hated him and thought he was a pointless character in 2018. I liked Cameron in this movie. And Allison does great. She has some great, great lines. Judy Greer, she kills it. A lot of people were worried about her after 2018, wondering if she could really handle this. Oh, she can handle it. She can handle it. 2018's problem was not developing her enough and not giving her enough screen time. Karen delivers in this movie. So shout out Judy Greer. Michael Myers is absolutely insane. The inventive, creative kills, things we've never seen before in this franchise, and that includes movies like Rob Zombie's Halloween and Halloween 2. I mean, the kills in this, there are some that I was just like, oh, wow, like, I've never seen Michael do that. There's a lot in this movie. There's a few, I shouldn't say a lot. There are a few kill scenes and moments where you are genuinely kind of frightened. You're a little like on the edge of your seat. There's suspense there. I felt like that was lacking in 2018. There is suspense in Halloween Kills. I'm not saying it's littered throughout the movie, but there is suspense and they nail some of it. The aesthetic, the fall vibe and atmosphere, it's great, okay? The movie feels like fall. It looks like fall, just like Halloween 2018 did. But I feel like there's a different look to this movie. I feel like there's almost a different color palette to the movie and maybe a different lens. I don't really know what it is, but I think it's shot better. I think it looks better than 2018. Again, when we circle back to the acting a little bit, I wanted to mention Kyle Richards is great as Lindsay Wallace. It was great to see her back in the franchise. Tommy Doyle, I really thought Anthony Michael Hall did a really good job. He has some hammy lines, but whatever. I thought he did a good job. Overall, the acting is really solid, and I think Jamie Lee Curtis is better in this movie than 2018. I mean that. I think she is better in this movie. So I'm very excited for Halloween Ends. I'm very excited for that. Some other positives I want to talk about. The score. I mean, does this shock anybody? It's John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies doing the score again. They knock it out of the park. There's a couple of emotionally driven tracks when something is happening on screen that is supposed to elicit a reaction out of you, and it works. It really does. There's also, I would say, a lot of people were saying there's just too much carnage and not enough character development. I don't necessarily agree with that. I felt like there were some good character moments in this movie. I really, really did. I'm not saying that I got everything I wanted out of that department, but I'm saying I think it's better than some people are giving it credit for. And one thing I heard people talk about is the comedy. Everybody knows about the comedy from 2018, and they were worried about it in this one. I think all the comedy in this movie works. Like, I really do. I don't think it's upped at all from 2018. Now, I could be wrong. But I think the comedy here lands. I think it lands well. And I think that they really rectified some of their mistakes with 2018 in having what seemed at the time like throwaway characters really evolve into characters now that you want to see live and you want to see them grow and develop. So I was really, really excited for some of that progression from 2018. I will say, this movie feels more like a proper sequel to 1978 than 2018's Halloween did. It's the vibe, it's the way it's shot, the way it's lit. Michael, Laurie, it just seems more believable now that Laurie would be so traumatized after the events of 2018. So I feel like her character now works. Whereas I felt like in 2018 it was a little bit over the top. And in this one, it just seems like it works better. So I would say that this really is like a sequel to Halloween 1978. And I think that it works really well in that regard. I will also say, this isn't a spoiler. It is in the marketing, guys. There is a flashback scene, as we know. I'm not going to talk about anything you see or hear in the flashback scene. There's actually a few flashback scenes, but they nailed it. Michael looks great. The Myers house looks great. The neighborhood of Haddonfield, the police officers' uniforms, all the cars. I felt like I was transported back to South Pasadena, California in 1978, which is where the first one was shot. It really felt like that. It looked like it. It was great. For anybody worrying that they're going to throw something out of left field at you that doesn't really fit in the narrative with 78 either, it didn't really happen. I really didn't walk away from this movie going, okay, why'd they make that decision? That does not make logical sense. No, it just didn't happen. If you were expecting a bombastic, loud, bloodfest of a film, Halloween Kills is for you. That's what Halloween Kills is. I will say, too, for anyone wondering about, well, do I see it on Peacock or do I go to the theater? Go to the theater. This movie was definitely made for the theater. And, I mean, it's loud. There's some good jump scare moments. I didn't jump. Swear to God. But there are some good jump scare moments that'll get people. They really will. And you need to be in the theater for it. You need that loud bam in your face. Another thing. People were worried about the trailer being spoilery. You ain't seen nothing yet. You haven't seen shit. I'm just gonna put it out there. Excuse my French, but you have seen nothing yet. So just wanna pepper you with that so you know going into it that it has not been spoiled for you. This movie, just with any Halloween movie, it's going to take some time for it to really set in. I'm going to have to see it a few more times because I'm such a massive fan of this franchise. I really need to let these things marinate. I need to watch it more times. I need to dissect it more. But as I said, I walked out of this happier than I was with 2018. I'll get into my cons when I do my spoiler review on Sunday, which will be live with Christian Hannah Horror, Ken from Sledgehammer Horror, and Justin, Ryan 1988. At 6 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing that spoiler discussion. So I'll get into my cons then, because some of them I really want to expand upon. But walking away from this movie, guys, I'm not on cloud nine saying that this is one of the best Halloween movies ever. Now, could it grow on me? Absolutely. But my top 3 or 4 are really just... they're my top 3 or 4. But I think Halloween Kills is going to land in right around number 5. I think this is just above the middle of the pack. This was a very good movie. It delivered on everything I wanted it to deliver on, and it really sets us up for a truly emotional, badass, crazy final chapter that I am so excited for. So overall, guys, first thoughts out of the theater, I'm going to give Halloween Kills a 4 out of 5. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. Leave a like and leave a comment and let me know what you thought about Halloween Kills if you've seen it already. If you have, I ask that you please do not put spoilers in the comments. Do not spoil for anyone that hasn't seen it. I hope I did a great job of not spoiling it for you guys. It is a very good movie. It's a very fun movie. And I was right. The critics were not kind to this, and your boy was. So that's going to do it for me here at the Lost River Drive-In. Thanks for tuning in. Can't wait to see you guys Sunday for my spoiler-filled Halloween Kills review with Christian, Ken, and Justin. And this is Nick at the Lost River Drive-In, pulling out.